Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Yes, my transition worked. Welcome to the Gambits Cup Finals, day 1 here. The two teams in the finals are none other than LRM and SAS Noobs, as you did see from my fancy schmancy overlay before. And the first match here is going to be Kolll versus Mazur on Neo Aztec. Now, is there anything else I need to do for the intro? I don't think so. So let's go right into the game! The finals! Between LRM and SAS Noobs. 시작! 하겠습니다! Alright, and spawning as the green Zerg in the bottom right, we have LRM Kolll, using another random ID for whatever reason. Apparently Koll's fish is messed up, so he has to like make a new thing every time or make a new account every time he joins fish. I have no idea why. And in the 12 o'clock position as the Peach Protoss, we do have Mazur. Now I am using a fancy schmancy new overlay. As you can see, it's partly transparent in the back, and I just effed it up already. Sorry, I'll fix it. So I do apologize. I'm trying out this new overlay. It looks fancy, but it's like, it's temperamental. I have to figure it out. So hopefully nothing too drastic occurs during the stream. And hopefully it looks really nice. So there's a pylon going down at the natural of Mazur. I need to enable my game music. That way we can replicate Pro League as much as possible. And the Overlord of Kolll is going in the correct direction. Unfortunately, I can't remove the text behind the overlay because that's like the mini launcher thing. I just noticed that like when I was testing it 10 minutes ago, so yeah, that's kind of putting a damper on things. I'm not really sure what to do about that, except for like not use mini, which wouldn't actually be that bad now that I think about it. Well, no, well, I would lose the APM, but that would be okay. Was this a 9 pool? I was not paying attention, and I hate calling Zerg builds. But yeah, let me actually try without mini launcher for the second game, and that would get rid of the ugly words behind Koll's name. Anyway, Koll's gonna do something tricky here. He's got a very fast gas. The probe's gonna get in here. It looks like it's not actually gonna go all the way into the main though. It's gonna duel this drone, and it's gonna win unless Kolll does something about it. Yep, he's gonna have to run away. Will he get it though? I don't know, but Mazur is going for 2 cannons first. That's a wise choice. The pool is finished. Excuse me. Speed has started, and Kolll pulls his guys off gas, as he should. And now looks like he is going for an expansion. The Lings will, of course, ward away that probe. Oh, how long can he delay it? Not quite 300 minerals. He must have built something else. What's he building? He built 2 more drones, so he's going to make a sat now on 15. Good stuff. The cannons have finished. Mazur will be nice and safe behind this. And we'll follow up with a Nexus, of course. Now, I like this probe, by the way. This is not a mistake. He's hiding this so that he can get a scout off later, because with speedlings on the field, it's very, very difficult to get scouts out of your base. Like, once this probe dies, the Lings are going to go immediately to the front of Mazur's base, and once that happens, it's basically impossible for a probe to leave anymore when there's 6 speedlings there. So what you should do as a Protoss when you see the fast gas, which is obviously speed, well, 99% of the time it's speed. Okay, like 1% of the time you'll see some silly fast layer shenanigans. But yeah, 99% of the time it's speed, so if you hide a probe like this, when the Lings are camping outside your base, this probe can then go and scout and see if he's actually cheesing you or he's just doing something normal, which it looks like Kolll is, taking his 3rd at the left side natural here. And man, I'm actually getting like really thrown off by this fancy new overlay. It's so different from normal. I wonder if I should have made it more transparent too. I don't know. Well, this is like test run for the ISL2 finals tomorrow. It's where I can use this properly. I don't know. I actually just like came up with it today. I saw a fancy overlay in the Nation Wars thread, or no, the Southeast Asia team made put up a screenshot of like a really pretty overlay. I was like, hey, why can't I do that? And then I tried, and it kind of worked. Yeah, it's not nearly as pretty as theirs, but anyway. So we actually, oh, it looks like that probe did go down, but a second probe's going in here. It's got two speedlings chasing it. I don't know if it'll be able to make it into the main, actually. If it doesn't, that'll be quite unfortunate for Mazur. So yeah, Mazur doesn't get into the main. He doesn't know what's coming. But I believe he saw that third hatch ray. I wasn't actually paying attention. I was too busy telling you guys stories of my casting woes. And there are many stories. And we'll probably make many more today, actually, given how volatile this overlay is. Love that word. Love using fancy words like that. Anyway, looks like Kolll is those layers almost done, and sending a couple of drones over here to the third. Just a couple, since it is quite far away, so you don't want to transfer too many and lose excessive mining time. Mazur doing some nice blocks here, so I'm pretty sure this is all nice and tight now with these two zealots. I don't know if Dragoons can actually squeeze through here. I would imagine that they cannot. It looks quite skinny for a Dragoon, but you never know. Stargate going down. You know, Dragoons are actually, sometimes they're like cats. They're like really retarded cats. Because they're dumb, but they can actually squeeze through some pretty narrow gaps. You know how cats, like, they somehow, I don't know, aren't their bones like super flexible or something? They just like squeeze into these narrow spaces. Oh, or maybe that's mice. I don't know. Some random small mammal can actually squeeze itself into ridiculously small places. Anyway, a lot of lings are being made now for Kolll. Looks like he's gonna go for some kind of weird speedling run by, possibly even a bust. Now Mazur's actually moved out with his 3 zealots, so this is like a really sick timing by Kolll. He made these lings exactly as the zealots were moving out, but those weren't responsive lings though, because I'm pretty sure he made them before the zealots actually poked out. So now he's gonna get a surround easily, because he does have speed. He's gonna kill these 3 zealots, and then he's gonna counter into the natural. It looks like Mazur is actually just gonna send the zealots out to attack. Koll's gonna leave a handful of lings to chase them. No, he's actually gonna send all his lings back. I don't know if he should have just gone for it. I think he probably should have. Anyway, a Corsair is out now. And looks like Kolll is going to follow up with Mutas. Of course, I would expect nothing less from the Kid Wonder. By the way, I should have actually pointed out the fast second gas earlier, because that is a pretty clear indicator of fast Mutas. But, you know, Kolll, he pretty much fast Mutas like every matchup, every game. It's actually quite fun watching his stream, because, you know, not many Zergs go for this kind of fast Muta play in ZVP. But if you watch his stream, you know that he loves doing this. He'll just like build a bunch of Sunkens and turtle up at the third and at the natural, and then he can just do constant Muta aggression. It's quite cool, quite a fun style. Anyway, random slow zealot just ran out here. I assume the gateways rallied back into the natural, and because he couldn't actually get in, he just kind of wandered out here. That's a little problem Protosses often face with this gateway at the wall. This is quite a nice wall, by the way. I didn't comment on this, but you notice how the cannons are 1 hex back? That makes it a little bit safer against Hydra busts, because the Hydras have to run right up here to snipe them. Anyway, there are 2 Corsairs out. Now, Kolll has made a 5th hatchery. He's getting a creep calling now. He's actually getting a +1 carapace for his air. And wow, he's forced Mazur to make a lot of cannons here. I don't actually see an archives yet, which is interesting. I guess Mazur is actually just going to go for a Corsair Zealot, which is certainly fine against Koll's Muta Ling style. In fact, it's quite good against against Muta Ling. And we have some dancing here between the Mutas and the Corsairs. Obviously, well, the way the Zerg wants to play this is use his Mutas to like snipe things, while the Scourge kind of ward away the Corsairs and prevent them from defending properly. But it looks like Koll's really not doing much damage at all. He's bringing in a lot more Scourge here. Has Sim City'd up nicely, got his Den down. Does have his Evo, is not upgrading anything just yet. And looks like he's just trying to snipe units as they pop out from the gateways. Mazur's not building anything. Oh, it looks like he just got a bit supply block there. He's at 1,000 gas, but he doesn't have an archives here. Should really get an archives. A couple of archons would do wonders for him. I don't know why this zealot just ran out like that. Mazur's, you know, making a couple of mistakes here and there. Nothing game changing yet. Oh, there's the archives. I'm sorry. It was hiding at the top. So he's starting his first 2 Templars, starting Psionic Storm. And as I said, Kolll doing the crazy sunkening at all his bases. Look at that. Just gonna go for some crazy aggression with the mutas and defend any kind of speed lot counter with good SimCity and Sunkens. I was gonna say this SimCity is a little bit open, at least compared to, you know, on maps like Fighting Spirit you can make very tight, well-known wall-ins, but looks like on this map it's not quite as good. But looks like some Scourge gonna get some hits. He's gonna snipe the 2 High Templar though. The first 2 High Templar do go down. I feel like maybe Mazur should have actually rallied them backwards into his main because there's cannons here. Because he can't rally into his natural. There's this big empty space here that Kolll is just camping, waiting to snipe the units. Looks like he's now making a Dark Templar. And oh, he did get some High Templar out from this this gateway, so that's good. In the meantime, there's just one link here. I feel like well, Kolll behind this defense can pretty easily take that 4th. But his drone count isn't particularly high. He's got a nice saturation in his main. The natural in the 3rd, not great though. And Mazur though is doing a good job with these Corsairs, dancing around, luring the Corsairs into cannons. Looks like 1 Corsair does go down, but it looks like there's 5 left. And Storm should be finished by now. Yep, he's actually going for the Kaidaran Amulet now, the Templar Energy upgrade. There's a couple of DTs out, I believe. Yeah, plenty of Overlords to see that. And wow, look at how many Sunkens Koll's making. Look at all those Sunken colonies. Oh my goodness. He's absolutely not gonna die to any kind of ground attack, that's for sure. More Scourge going in, and oh, a Storm goes down. Snipe the Templar though. Kolll really on top of his mutas. +1 carapace did finish for him, and actually there's no +1 air. I assumed there would be. Looks like, yeah, it's not even being upgraded, so that +1 carapace is actually going to do really nicely. I believe this probe is trapped, and that's on purpose. That's actually quite an interesting trap. Obviously, oh, nice Scourging. That is used to stack the Corsairs in the same way that Zerg stack their mutas with Overlords, but usually people do it with like 2 pylons in like behind their main or something, but apparently you can do it with an observatory here. That's quite cool. Anyway, Overlord gonna chase away here. No Overlord speed just yet. He's actually not even getting it. Now, you know, normally I would say that's a mistake, but I wonder if Kolll actually does that intentionally so that it's easier to stack his mutas. Because once you get speed on your Overlords, it's actually much more difficult to stack mutas, because when you group them with the Overlord actually just goes to where your mutas are like pretty quickly, and then they don't stack anymore. And a lot of Scourge coming in here. Mazur losing all of his Corsairs, gets a decent Storm off, but Kolll, man, he's doing a great job. However, it looks like most of the mutas are pretty damaged. And there is a kind of a control group and a half of ground units moving over here, but there's like almost as many Sunkens as there are units, so that's like not gonna do anything. That's actually just not gonna do anything. Meanwhile, we have a hive started and a bunch of creep colonies in the main now. It's like melee weapons. He's actually got 3 Evos. Is he actually getting triple upgrades? He's not actually getting triple upgrades. And it looks like a shuttle flying in here.